I hope the baby ain't mess me up.
The baby need to chill, man. So the baby need to do. So you said, so you said that you said they're playing good.
Yeah, man, the guys them up here, man, hey, it's just amazing how much talent we have in the Virgin Islands, man. These men haven't played ball literally in about 2 years. And the fact
Jeez,
that
man.
we are in the States, like literally playing against kids who play week in and week out
Yeah,
and still being able to bust their ass, literally, that's crazy. Man, I don't know what the Virgin Islands is doing with the talent, but man, these guys are amazing. It's amazing the type of talent we have.
I like to hear that, man. I definitely like to hear that. That's man. That just speaks volume, man.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And we met a couple guys up here who are helping out. Freddie, he's from St. Croix. He's been doing a lot of filming with the team, so a lot of stuff you see that instant
Wow.
social media stuff. He's the one that pushing those things out. And man, everybody is really gravitated to the team. So it's we came the right time, and the guys them are hungry. So it's showing. It's showing.
And
So things with the podcast, man. How things with the podcast? I haven't been keeping up. I've been missing it, actually.
it's been going good, man. We've been having some good episodes, man. We've been having. I mean, every episode been good, man. It's just amazing the people there from the Virgin Islands and what they do and what they go through and the road they took to get to where they are today. It's
True,
amazing,
true.
man.
Okay. I like that. I just pulling us up because I like to watch us and what we did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. But it's been good, man. It's been good. Women's Month was good, and then this month has been great too, man. Having different. We had Cristobal, we had Sheena. So we had Dwayne and Fatih last night. So we've been having some
Okay.
good episodes, man.
We up to doing that, Fatty. I still need a shirt, man.
Yeah.
Hook that up. Yeah, hook it up, Dwayne. Give thanks to Dwayne for buying a book too, man. I appreciate that. And for everybody who's been supported buying a book, it's been crazy because as soon as I get the books, man, it's gone. But everybody want a copy. But I wish I have enough money where I could make a million in terms of printing a million. I just give them away freely, but
Yeah,
obviously it costs, so it's a cost to everything. So
that's true.
as we sell, we buy more, and as we buy more, we continue to spread the word. So you can always check out the book.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
man.
let me give you the background of what's going on, because a lot of people here we talking about the team and they don't really understand what's going on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Basically, we are up here with a 16U team, which 16U is basically 16 and under basketball team from St. Croix. We're sponsored by Sports Park and Recreation, so we have to give a lot of thank you to our Commissioner Calvert White and everybody who worked with Sports Park and Recreation, Jamila Henry, Renee Hansen, and all the whole crew. Um, we've been really working hard on this. All the coaches who are with me right now with Coach Bugsy, Coach Malloy, and Coach Base, and myself, we basically came together and just trying to be creative and trying to find ways to get our kids to be playing. Obviously, these guys haven't played. Think about this. These guys are 16 years old. The last time they played organized basketball, they were actually about 13, 10 to 12. They were playing 10 to 12 because we had two back-to-back hurricanes, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much the island was down from since 2017. And as soon as we started to get back on track, 2018 to get back on the court, 2019 they hit us with COVID. So pretty much these guys have missed at least 3 years going on 4 years of basketball. No, at least 3 years, 2 to 3 years going on
Yes.
basketball. Now they're 16. So basically they haven't really played organized ball in 3 years. Think about it.
It's a long time, man.
You
Jeez.
know, and we basically put a team together from February. We wanted to do a united team between the whole Virgin Islands because I know, but because of the COVID protocol, it was very hard to to fly back and forth, obviously because of expense. And then also we would have to keep everyone in a bubble, which means you had to had a hotel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was logistically it was not feasible to have two teams together. So what Sports Park did, credit to Calvert White, we had a team from St. Croix, 16 and under U, and they had a team from St. Thomas with their better players, which was 19 and under, and they went to Orlando, and we came to Atlanta. So pretty much Sports Park have just sent two separate teams to the states to compete, and they have done pretty well over there as well.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah. So we came up here. The first game we played, we was in a showcase. We played the first game. We led the entire game. The guys was a little shell shocked. The first game in 3 years, but we led the entire game. It was a good game. Team from Tennessee, and we last at the buzzer with a rebound. We didn't box out, and
Wow.
the guy for their team got a rebound, put it in. That's it. Time. So it was a heartbreaker, but I felt that loss helped our team because first of all, it showed them that we could compete with the talent up here. That was number one. And secondly, it lit a fire in my team because now they realized that not only could they compete, they was leading the entire game. We should have beat that team by at least 10, 15 points.
Yeah.
And those guys just refocused. We refocused. We got back to work. And the rest games, we pretty much handled ourselves well. We played one very, very tough team from Georgia. They're called BCB. Very tough, very skilled. Those boys was bigger in terms of build than our guys because they were lifted. They were skilled. They were skilled, and they could shoot. But they didn't have a big, and that's where we have the advantage up here because Keenan is 6'8", Ira is 6'6". We have height. This is the biggest 16 and under team we have.
Wow.
So we pretty much took away BCB inside guys, and they only inside, which is an easier way to shut down a team because pretty much all we have to do is stay on the outside and switch everything and contest every shot. The game was very, very closely contested all the way through, but we pulled it out to the end. They was pretty much our toughest matchup thus far. The rest teams, we pretty much defensively just pretty much lock them down. And but the guys, man, the guys are really focused. These guys are hungry. They watch film. You know, we got them watching film. Every game we play, they come home and they watch it because now they start to realize that everything they were dreaming when they were in St. Croix is now possible because you are actually competing against the same guys who are fighting for the same spot that you are dreaming for. You're winning. You are dominating them. So kudos to the guys. They're playing very well. Hopefully we keep it up to this weekend. We're playing in our second tournament. We got our game tomorrow night. And we don't know who we're playing. So that's another good thing about playing in these tournaments. You don't know. So you definitely can't take no one for granted. You got to go out there and do everything right. You got to, be very disciplined and just know your role. And winning and losing will take care of itself. But just as long as you give your all, we as coaches will be happy with that. But I'm already very pleased.
Man, that's some good news, man. That's definitely some good news. Which part of Atlanta you guys
are? Margarita, someplace, Johns Creek. We're all the way to the north. It is extremely cold out here, man. Dude, it's like 59, 60 degrees in the day with the sun. You should have told me bring my jacket, bro. This is crazy. It is cold.
That's it. Wow. I'm gonna feel cold for real. Cause you got 19. Man.
You know these tourists when you see half our team wearing bubble jackets to practice. It's crazy.
Bubble jackets?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man, it's cold though. It's cold.
That's crazy. That's funny.
Yesterday was actually the first day I went out, and I like to jog a little bit around the scenes. And I went for a jog today. It was so cold, man. It was really, really cold. But hey, we just gotta do what we gotta do, man. We took our COVID test yesterday, so everybody should be okay, and we're good to go. Because Atlanta right now is like Florida. Ain't no COVID protocol up here, bro. Absolutely done. We went to Chili's. That place was packed. It's crazy,
Yes.
you know.
It's crazy up here, man.
Yeah, but it's nice though. It's nice, and we had an opportunity to go work out in Hoops 360. We put a lot of shots online. That's
Okay.
Trey Young gym. Yeah, anyone who knows Trey Young, he played for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
He has a gym called Shoot 360. That's where we practice and train every day. And we're able to meet up with a lot of good guys like Trey. He coached a lot of NBA players, and a lot of the guys had an opportunity to work with NBA professional training. And it's just opening their eyes, man. And that's one of the biggest thing about leaving the islands and coming up here. It's about just giving our youths opportunity.
Yeah.
First of all, to see. First of all, to know that no matter where you're from, you have the ability to do and go wherever you need to go as long as you put in the work and the determination. And third, just the exposure to know that there's something bigger. I mean, everything up here is world class. The facility, the gym we play in is world class. I mean, sometimes I feel so bad, man. We had it. Gosh, I wish the government would just put me in charge of just developing something, man. I mean,
Yeah, man.
up here is just so developed. I mean, they have shooting machines, they have dribbling machines, um,
Everything, man. They got everything.
everything, everything.
How the team adjusting to that American life? The food and
Well,
you touched on the climate already, but the food and everything.
I think the food. I mean, the food is really good. It's excellent, but it's expensive too, man. Eating out every night, that's crazy
Yeah.
here. It's very expensive, but the food is good. The hotel is nice. I mean, we don't have no problem with none of that. I mean, I think more. This is probably one of the best group I've been with, and I have to give a lot of praises to all the coaches. It's not myself. You gotta give Coach Baker a lot of props because we have some guys from Free Will Baptist who's on the team.
Oh,
We
nice.
also have guys from Country Day on the team. Obviously, Educational Complex and Central. So those are the makeup of the team. So all of those coaches who put in time with these guys, they did a great job. But these guys are they're hungry. Now they live playful. I got a little one here in my room. God, I can't wait to get rid of him. You probably don't see walk by the background naked.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
got find he there in life.
He gave you some cover time.
Yeah, that's Chad. But he's playing well. He's playing very well. Uh, More than everything, what I want from him is just to become a better leader because he's playing my position. So that means a lot to me, Mumba.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna try to put as much in his mind as possible in terms of how to be a leader. A lot of people thinks it's about the final score, but they don't understand it's not about the final score. It's how you get to the final score, and
yeah,
it's a process. It's about being a good teammate, being a good leader, setting the example, doing things the right way. And these are the things that's going to make him an even better point guard. Not just on the court, but off the court as well. So he's like a little sponge. He soaks it in.
that's good,
We
man.
also have Giant, which is 6'8". He's what's Giant real name? Keela Mcfarland. He's 6'8".
Jeez.
He
Wow.
has all the eyeballs at him. 6'8" and 16
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah. Everybody gonna be looking at you. Jeez.
Exactly. And when we play and when we do it, he's getting a lot of buzz. But I'm always a realist, but me from day one. I'm gonna tell you your weaknesses. So we have to get him
Yeah.
stronger when we go back. We have to change his eating habits. We gotta get him in the weight room, get his core and his lower body stronger. That's just how my mind works. I don't get concerned so much about who win and who lose. Yes, when we compete, I want to win. So I
Yeah.
don't want nobody to be listening thinking I just coach just to coach. No, we want to win. That's just the nature of the game.
Yeah.
But if you lose, it's not the end of the world. What you're looking for in the lower level of development is, are your players getting better and are they developing towards their goal? So it don't make sense you winning, 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 and nobody on the team is getting better. You're defeating the purpose.
That's
There's
true.
steps to it. Are you getting better? Is your ball handling getting better? Is your shooting ability getting better? Is your court awareness getting better? Is your defense getting better? Is your rebounding getting better? Is your IQ getting better? These are the steps that coaches need to be paying attention to, no matter where you're from. These are the building blocks in terms of becoming the elite athlete. because you can't just think you can just go on the greatest team and just win, 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 and all of a sudden you think you're good. Nah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
When
Play that.
level goes up, everybody is good at the highest level, and if you're not prepared, trust me, you're gonna get crushed. And that's always my first and foremost concern. As long as you do your best, you improve, winning and losing will take care of itself.
Yeah, that's true. It's gonna take care of itself. Yeah, somebody asked us. Somebody
Yeah,
asked a
yeah.
question. What time do they study?
Well, they have classes during the week, so pretty much we played last week, which was last weekend. We came in on Thursday. We played Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then they had school, which was virtual. So they went. They it's pretty much the same from 8 to 3. And after 8 to 3, they do the school, the virtual school. We go to practice at 4. Pretty much from 4 to 6, more than likely with the driving and everything like that. They come back. We go to eat. Then they will do their homework, and we pretty much do the process all over again. So they've been. These are some good guys. First of all, we didn't bring anyone on the trip who was failing. That was our number one protocol. We had some good guys. We had to leave off the team because they were not passing. And our youth them must understand that basketball is not by itself. If you're aiming to go to college, it's you are called a student athlete. And student comes first before athlete, which means you have to take care of your grades and your book first. So we always have to set that example. Look at the tall monster in the back.
Yeah, the
That's
dude
six
is a
eight.
giant. That's shot, brother. Jeez, this man is a giant,
Yeah, man.
man.
He's
That's
you
scary, this man. 16.
yeah, 6'8" at 16. He's gonna be a 7 footer easily. And just like I told Nick Claxton when I coached him in with the BI national team, he was an NBA prospect and he took it seriously. And now he's at the Brooklyn Nets. I think Keenan has the same outlook if he wants it bad enough. You know,
Yeah.
just by the nature of his height, because you can't coach height. And at the end of the day, you're gonna need big guys to play a big man sport. So out of all the players, he has the greatest upside as long as if he's hungry enough to get it.
Great.
Now
Yeah.
with the other players, what I told a lot of the players is now we gotta use him and all the eyeballs gonna be on him. And now that eyeball is gonna watch you as well. Not because that they are coming to watch him. If you can show up with your game and do the little things, you're gonna be seen as well. Because guess what? He's bringing the eyeballs to the whole team, and the guys that have really took that to heart. Like I said, Chad Malloy, he's playing well. Also Bush, Khalil Bush, he's playing unbelievable.
Mm.
And he's playing really, really well. Hopefully he keeps it up. PJ is starting to catch his PJ is starting to catch his steps and start coming around. So we have a lot of guys who are really clicking at the right time in terms of playing well, and collectively we play together. And well, as long as you do those little things, it gives you a chance to win. So we're always in every game, and we have an opportunity to win. That's all you can ask for.
How how some of the kids have adjusted to the gameplay up here since playing so
Well,
many different teams.
yeah, the first team we played was a lot more organized. The team from Tennessee, they were super organized. They moved the ball around. We was better. As a matter of fact, we're better than all the teams we played thus far. We was better than them talent wise. Um, I felt the only physical team that was pretty physical was the team from Georgia. Like I said, that gave us a fight for a bit. They was
Yeah.
pretty tough. You could see their bodies. They was in the weight room. They was a little dirty as well. They almost wiped Chad off the ground with a lot of illegal hits, but he
Jeez.
just had to toughen through it and fight, and he did. And we pulled that one out. The team from Tennessee, though, really schooled us in terms of communication. We had a lot of bad communication. They did a lot of backdoors, and sets with backdoors, people going backdoors all the time. You have to
Yeah.
communicate because if you don't communicate, you will get caught. You can't be ball watching. And because of our zone principles in the Virgin Islands, a lot of the times we watch the ball and not the man. So when you're playing man, you have to be man, you ball. You got to be seeing two things at the same time. So they punished us a lot
Yeah.
with just simple fundamental basketball, but it like I said, that first game helped us because now we realize that first of all we was better. We should have beaten them, and the only reason they beat us is because of foolish, simple miscommunication. And once we got that corrected, we was pretty much locked in, and we was rolling from then. But that team from Tennessee, I really admired because they wasn't that athletic, but they really played intelligent, and that's one of the part of the games I want our kids in terms of the Virgin Islands to see because we are so talented. We believe in just winning on talent alone, but the brain that can be a weapon as well.
Yeah.
So hats off to the Tennessee team. I would like to play them again because I think we'll beat them by 30, but it's all love.
Yeah. How many teams was in the tournament or is going to be in this tournament?
The first group was a showcase, so it wasn't really a trophy tournament. It's more of a showcase. So they put you in groups of, I guess, eight. I think it was 80 teams or something like that. The first
80?
day, yeah, 80 teams.
Wow.
So they put you in groups, and we pretty much dominated our group, and we finished first in our group, by the way.
Nice. Wow.
But it was only a showcase, so you couldn't really. It's no advancement into nothing. This tournament here is going to be a round robin type format. We're gonna be playing our group. They put first. It's 18 teams. They're
Okay.
gonna be putting us in groups. Then the top two teams out of the group is gonna come out and represent the group. And so we play one game tomorrow, two games on Saturday, and depending how we do with those games, we move on to the championship games on Sunday. So that one is for all the mouths. And it should be a little tougher tournament.
Man, that's a great experience these kids have, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wow. Unbelievable. Yeah, man. This is a great experience.
yeah. Yeah, man. I'm so proud of everybody who made this possible because it was crunch time. We didn't know if we were going to make it or not, but I mean, the
Wow.
government came through. Big shout out to the governor as well to sign off. And it's just giving our youths the opportunity. I always said I don't think the Virgin Islands know the type of talent we have in the Virgin Islands. Like I said earlier, if you just tuned in, these guys literally has not played a full organized game in almost 2 years. Because of COVID. And then if you go back a couple of years with the hurricane,
Hurricane,
they
yeah.
missed another year with the two category fight. These guys was 13. Probably the last summer league they played is 10 to 12. And today they're 16. And from 12 to 16, 4 years gap, you come into Atlanta playing against kids who are playing week in and week out. You have no business beating guys who's been putting in that type of work. So it shows that we have that natural talent.
Yeah.
That only proves it. So if we can just put just invest and put back in to our youths, man, I think we could be like the mecca of producing talent in the Virgin Islands in terms of all sport, but especially basketball. I mean, we definitely need a facility badly.
We do.
We need to stop going through these schools because it's so hard to get gym time with these schools. It's extremely hard, and if you don't have no place to train, then you can't get better. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely need a community center where we can train these youths and keep them going and keep pumping out future Virgin Island athletes. We cannot believe it's just Tim Duncan alone. Okay, we can't just sit and Timmy made it and that's it. Man, there's more and more Tim Duncans coming through the pipeline, but it's us to create the way. Yeah. Somebody said we need a shoot 360. That's what we practice every day.
Yeah, we need to shoot 60 T gun.
Hey, that gym is amazing. It has everything. It tells you when you're shooting the ball, if your arc is too low, if you're shooting game shots, if it has, you obviously have the net and stuff like that. So you have to, arc the ball over the net. And it has a shooting gun. Percentages, how many shots you're shooting. So if you go 1 for 100, you definitely shooting 10%. I mean, 1%, it's crazy. So we need something like that, It has a pass and like a big screen TV where you can pass and dribble and do all your little individual workout by yourself. You have a trainer right in front of your face. So if you're talking on a level of social distancing and COVID, who shoot 360 will be perfect for our youths. it will be absolutely perfect because there's a lot of things they can do by themselves. Okay, so big up to whoever said that. I can't see your name.
He
Fortunately,
said,
you can drop it in
he
the
says,
comment.
Freddie. Freddie.
I was gonna say that gotta be Freddie. Big up to Freddie,
Freddie.
man. Freddie's amazing. Freddie's from Cruise as well. He's been. I don't really want to put his work out there because we're gonna surprise the Virgin Islands with this movement right here. I'll tell you when we come off uh, the AM bubble. But Freddie has been amazing. He helped us with this transition up here. He got us the gym times.
Wow.
He got us TN. TN is an amazing trainer. Uh, he's just been amazing. Freddie has just been amazing. So we can't thank him enough. And hopefully we can get Freddie on St. Croix with some of these trainers so we can do some of these camps home and continue to do and develop future talent in the Virgin Islands. You know? Freddie have a son as well. He plays and he's pretty good. He's only 10 years old, but he's awesome. How old is your son, Boba? 16,
16.
right?
Yeah.
I need to get him with Freddie, man. Your son is ranked, right?
Rank? Rank?
In Florida. He's not ranked?
Yeah, he's ranked. He's ranked. He's like something like
I know. You have one of you're very bashful. You have one of the best players in the state of Florida. You acting like you don't know.
he's trying to just
Yeah,
be
that's
humble,
right.
man. Be humble.
16-year-old player. If he was not sought after by all the Florida team, we would have liked to put him on the VIT, man. We're trying to come to Florida in this summer for
That'd be
16U with
good,
the same
man.
team.
With the
Yeah.
same team, man, that'd be lovely, man. Yeah,
Your
man.
son has too many you followers, man. We probably can't get him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Man,
he's too nice.
he love to play with you guys, man. Trust me. You know,
Okay. Well,
trust me.
hopefully when we do come to Florida, we'll be able to meet him. At
Yeah,
least he
for
can come
sure,
to a few
man.
practices and stuff, and that would be nice. But I just
Yeah, that'd
remember
be
your
dope.
son is one of the top players.
Yeah, one of the top sophomores.
Yep,
You
yep,
know, so,
yep. Keep
yeah.
working with him, man. He's definitely progressing, and definitely if he can get with Freddie's work, and Freddie's like
Yeah,
one of those high tech photographers, man. Your son will be first round draft pick easily.
man. That's the goal, man. That's the
That's
goal.
facts.
You know, he's still repping he repping the VI. He repping the VI for sure. So you know,
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. And that would be big time. That would be big time. You
somebody
want to
I
talk
asked.
to any of these? So why you come on? I want to bring on Chad. Let Chad come and speak a little bit. He's the captain of the
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
Chad,
Shout out.
hold on.
Afternoon.
What going on, Chad? Everything good?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. You know who you're
everything's
talking
good.
to?
No.
That's not good. You talking to us? You're not supposed to talk to strangers.
Well, you're associated with the Virgin Islands, so not really a stranger.
Yeah, man. You're right about that. You're right about that. Hey, so you know, kind of introduce yourself to some of the introduce yourself to the viewers, and talk about the experience you have had so far, playing in the showcase leading up to this tournament.
Okay. My name is Chad Malloy. I go to Free Will Baptist. I'm in 10th grade. I'm 16. So the first game, it was our first game. So our defense was a little shaky, and our offense was a little rushed. But I mean, we lost to a basically a buzzer beater. So we didn't do that bad. The only thing is we were getting beat in the middle a lot, and on off ball screens we weren't switching. So that and they all they do was shoot. So they didn't really drive. Okay, no. On the off ball screens, they would be open, and they would most of the time they would knock it down. The second game, they were a lot smaller than us, so our bigs are getting a lot of offensive rebounds and putting it back up. Yeah, we really controlled the rebounding a lot that game. Cause we have basically three bigs, and the biggest player wasn't very tall. So yeah, that game we won by like 20. The third game, which was the closest game, yes, it was a all white team. They could shoot and they could drive. Yeah, they're very physical. Um, they played good. They played good defense. They started their defense from the opposite free throw line. So like basically almost a full court press, like a man to man full court.
Yeah.
But we're up most of the game. They had bigs, they had shooters, but that's probably the best defense we played the whole tournament. So that's probably why we won the game, primarily defense. Because we weren't running too much plays like that. We were really just running and scoring. So we won that game by like 10. And the last game, I think we played a B team, so we blew them up by like 30. We're up like 10-0. We're up by 10-0.
Jeez.
And the experience, it's very good because a lot of people on the team, they only train when it's come time to practice. They don't really train. They don't really train by themselves. So and today the bigs got it, and the bigs got in two workouts today. One in the early afternoon and one mid afternoon. But we train every day. It's not really practice because it's training. So we train once a day every day after online classes. We eat fast food every day, so that's not too good. But yeah.
So
We
we have a viewer question.
What I take away?
Yeah, what we take away from this experience.
It's very, very beneficial. Got a lot of exposure because of everybody likes to look at people watching. It could create a lot of opportunities for me and my teammates. It's very beneficial and did well. So I think so far it's a successful trip and a great experience.
Hold up, it's look like it's frozen.
For sure. A few of them.
Yeah, you kind of breaking up. Let's see if it clear up a little bit.
Yeah.
You can hear me? Yeah, his connection kind of frozen right now. If you could hear me, your connection frozen. I can't hear you. Yeah, I was gonna no, Miss Bryson. No, that's his name is Chaz. His name is Chad, and he represented the Virgin Islands up in Atlanta with a showcase, and now they're gonna be playing in a tournament. He goes to Free Will Baptist. All right, connection good. We have another question. We have another question here. Wait. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear him now?
Yes.
Yes, I could. Well,
yeah, they probably should be able to hear you. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so Chad, how you think your talent relate to the state's guards?
I feel like our team takes less bad shots than other teams, like forced threes. Like we take force threes, but I think the stateside team a lot more, and they don't really. I don't remember seeing anybody dive a lot. We dive almost like 3 times a game.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and most of the time when we dive, we get the ball. So, and yeah, and the defense. Well, only one team played good defense. The other team they played like zone. So on the man-to-man defense, I say we reached more, a lot more. But the refs they were allowing everything. Like they weren't calling any touch fouls at all. So
Okay.
I didn't really have a lot of fouls. So me and the guards were reaching a lot without much consequence. The stateside teams they don't reach as much.
And what position do you play? I think you're frozen again. Yeah, this connection
Yeah,
frozen.
and they shoot a lot.
Just go on. Tell them I'm gonna log out and go on my own Wi-Fi and log back in.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
I can hear him right now.
Tell them I'm gonna go on. This is the Wi-Fi stuff.
Hey, tell T.
Coach
Tell T.
Coach Tegan said he's gonna log out.
Yeah, I hear him. I hear him.
What did you say?
I hear him. I heard what he told you.
Okay, he heard you.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
So don't put me in the background. Let me log out.
Yeah, so T got go fix his internet. I guess the hotel internet. You know, everywhere you go in this world, internet is the worst. So I'm gonna ask him all those questions. Yeah, you would think, as time go on, technology advance that the internet would be more reliable, everywhere you go. But actually, that doesn't improve at all. Think about it, you know. But this is like a last minute bonus little episode here, Tegan kind of talking about the experience up in Atlanta with the team. Tegan, let me know when you're ready. Yeah, the experience with the team and giving the kids the opportunity, housing parks and recreation. Carver White, everybody that make it happen for the kids, man. Definitely shout out. So the kids are getting a chance to really, really experience this. Yeah, facts is Bryson, true. But this is a great experience for the kids, man. Got a chance to play in a showcase. People coming, recruiters, scouts watching you, playing in some nice facilities, so that's a great experience. And then now they're gonna play in a tournament, that's even better. So to spend that much time up here in the States, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Good experience. I know they're gonna cherish for a long time. All right, so we back. All right, so you good. So we had a question. I don't know if you heard you hear me. What position do you play?
I play point guard, the one.
Okay. And what is like having Tegan as a coach and what you have learned from him so far? That's another view question.
With Tegan, you're a lot. You have a lot more freedom. You're allowed to make a lot more mistakes than coaches I've played with. Like if you make a mistake, there's not a high chance you're gonna get subbed from that mistake, unless it's a very bad mistake. He doesn't scream at you and stuff like that. He just if he has to because the gym is loud, that's the only time I would see him screaming at you. But yeah, it's a lot. For me, it's easy to play for him because of all the freedom you have and all the mistakes you're allowed to make and continue to play and not play hesitant and scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What We have another question. What the difference between you liking versus loving basketball?
Well, somebody that likes basketball, they wouldn't really train for it. They wouldn't like sacrifice things for it. They just like it. And a person that loves basketball trains on their own. They they do things to improve their game other than practice. That's what I would say the difference is.
Okay. So and can you say your name again for some of the viewers that probably didn't get your name who's just coming in?
My name is Chad Malloy. Go to Freewell.
So who is your favorite NBA basketball player?
My favorite player
Yeah.
right now, probably Damian Lillard. I like his game. I like his play style.
Nice. If you had to play for an NBA basketball team, which team would you play for?
Which team? Well, I would play for any team. Yeah, any team that I can play for, I would play for. And if I had to pick a dream team to play for, probably, I guess, the Trailblazers.
What college you would like to attend?
Same thing. Any college that would give me an offer to play basketball. I don't have any colleges in mind because
Okay.
the college I would go to is most likely a college that I would get invited to go to because of basketball. So I don't really have a specific one in mind.
No specific state or location. You want to be in the south where it's nice and sunny, or you want to go up north when it's cold and freezing and snow?
Probably sunny because I'm more used to it. It's not that cold up here, but I feel like you need a hoodie the places we go. But you'd survive with that one. Yeah, it's not that bad.
So I think it was kind of freezing. Let me see if it'll clear up a little bit. All right, you can hear me? It looks like you're breaking up again.
Yes.
Let's see.
I
All right. Let's see.
Coach T said he wants another player to be interviewed.
Okay.
Right. To switch.
All right, Chad, man. Thank you for your time, brother. Hey, and good luck, man. Continue working hard.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello, man. Hello. Who am I speaking to, Mr. Hello?
My name is Keela Mcfarland. I go to Freewell Baptist. I'm 16 year old, and
What position you play?
center.
Okay. So how you doing today, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. Got
Doing
two
great.
practices in today. I feel awesome.
That's what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. So talk to me about your experience so far, man. Playing up in the States in Georgia and Atlanta. You know, how's that experience like?
Well, first off, when I found out that we were coming to Atlanta, it was my heart started to race because like I'm like, I got to play Tegan. So when we got out there, I had a little butterflies. First game we were up, and then we lost by to a bit buzzer beater. The second game we did better, and then third game we just went in with the mentality that I'm better than you, and I did great. I had at least 6 blocks, had 13 points. Felt
Nice.
great.
So, how tall are you?
Oh, I'm 6'8".
Man, how tall you think you're gonna be?
I want to be 7 feet.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So you can just dunk all over Tegan, right?
Yes.
Hey, so who do you want to play college basketball?
I would love to play college basketball.
Do you have a
money.
college of choice?
No, I do not have a. It would save my mom a lot of money and make my coaches proud that they got a player of my height and age at the time to go to college. And I do not have a college of choice. I would, if any college accepted me, I would gladly go.
Hey, I would be the same way if I was you. Trust me. Whatever college I could go to, Do you have a favorite NBA basketball player?
I really like Joel Embiid. I tried to mimic my playing style with his, because he's a very strong player in the paint, and yeah.
So talk about playing for Coach Tegan. How is that like? How is that experience? What are some of the things that you have learned from Coach Tegan that have helped your game?
Well, every day Tegan tells me some type of advice that would help my game and help me improve. I try to listen and try to add it into my game as best as possible. And usually when we're in practice, all Tegan asks of me is to run, get rebounds, and play great defense. That's all. He's a great coach. Love him. He's a pro, so he has a lot of advice that can help me in my journey. So I try to heed as much as the advice I can.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
In the next 5 to 10 years,
yeah, where do you
I see myself? I see myself overseas playing for a different country. Maybe come back to the Virgin Islands, play for the national team.
I like that. What grade are you in?
Oh, I'm in 10th grade.
What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject would probably be English.
And what's your least favorite subject? Sorry,
Math.
Mom. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, family.
Math is kind of tricky. It's no joke.
Who introduced you to basketball?
Well, I started playing basketball in 4th grade. My coach, I went to the Muckle Elementary School. My coach was Aliba. Then from there, I got into the basketball world and I played with different coaches like Baker, Base Gonzalez. And from there, now with Tegan, my school coach is Earl Baker for Free Will Baptist. So, yeah.
What part of your game do you need to work on?
Well, speed. Speed. That's what I need. And I need to get my body right. Once, because if I'm faster than most big men, I can run the floor more, you get more points, and I can have more stamina to stay in the game longer and help my team in the best way I can.
Nice. Have you got a chance to read Coach T book?
No, I have not. I have not gotten to read his book yet. I really need to start.
That's a suicide, man. That's a suicide.
That's a suicide.
Under 30 seconds too. Yeah, man. You wanna give a shout out to any of your family, your mom, dad, any cousins, sister, any family members?
I'd like to give a shout out to my mom, Patricia Mcfarland. She's always been there for me. She supports me and she tries to give me the best opportunities as she can, and she really works hard to get me where I need to be. So really shout out to her. Another shout out to Earl Baker. Earl Baker has taught me a lot of things. He's taught me the game of basketball. He's also taught me things about life, and I try to use them in the best way I know possible.
Nice. Can you get Chad? I need to come back, and I want him to give a shout out to his family too as well. I didn't get a chance to tell him to do that. Yeah, Chad, man. So you want to give a shout out to your family, friends, siblings.
Yes, I'd like to shout out to my father for making the trip happen. Shout out to all the coaches that helped me in the past, Baker, Basic, and Tegan. Shout out to my mother for everything that she's done. Always watching all the lives, always commenting, always giving me constructive criticism and all that. Yeah, shout out to them.
Good, man. Good. So I want to ask you a couple more questions because I didn't get a chance to ask it to you because the connection was messing up. But what's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school, math, specific math.
What's your least favorite? Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad.
Science. It's hard to understand for me.
Hard to understand, right? Well, do you have any type of pre-game rituals before the game? Do you listen to a certain type of music? Do you read a book or something?
Well, actually, this tournament I started. I like to listen to motivational speeches, but like the loud ones. I don't like listening to people talking normal. I like to listen to people like screaming. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did I get to ask you? Yeah, I did. I asked you that. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
5-10 years. That would be. I see myself playing collegiate basketball at whatever school I get an offer to. I hopefully get an offer to. Yeah, doing my best, having fun.
Nice. Who's the prankster in the basketball team?
The prankster.
Yeah.
There's too many.
Oh God! So it sounds like again the coaches them headache.
No, not really. Just once in a while.
Nice. Who is anybody else? Anybody else want to come on and say anything? I don't see somebody running from the camera already.
Hey, man, good man. They gotta go eat. You guys gotta go eat first. Let me jump in. Yeah, man, Mumbai, man, that's the crew. Really nice guys. Yeah.
Real nice.
Future is bright.
future is definitely bright. You guys doing an amazing job, brother. I should
And
definitely be proud.
they're very disciplined. That's number one, and very respectful. And they love the game, just like you asked.
Yeah,
Some people like the game, some people love it. These guys truly love the game, and I got high hopes for all of them. I know Keenan said he wants to go overseas, which is pretty much doable, but I'm gonna put him even a little higher. But it depends on how much he wants to work and get there and sacrifice. Because the opportunity is definitely there for him in terms of his height, but now you gotta do the little things to get to that level as well.
that's true.
Man, you got a lot of people on, man. Who are these people? Aaron, big shout out to Aaron, man. You're a baseball man. Okay, now Aaron. Let's.
They're supporting you, man. They're supporting you, the basketball team, So
Yeah, man. But it's most important to these guys, and this is why we do what we do, but this is why you do what you do. I mean, a lot of these guys talking to you, they don't understand that you was with the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
And after this show, I will let a lot of these guys know you were supposed to be there with Ken Griffey Jr. And you are a VI legend in your own way.
Yeah.
Two-sport athlete.
Yeah, man.
Right?
I play my part, man.
Yeah. So it's just good that we can come back and just see and give back and just continue the legacy of Virgin Island talent. And that's the most important thing for us.
That's true, man. That's the most important thing, man. They're in good hands, man. Having you there and having the rest of the other coaches, man, all that different type of experiences you guys possess, man. And for the kids them to just be around you guys, man, that's like, man, they just don't understand, how grateful they should be for this opportunity.
For sure. And we won't stop. Once we get back to St. Croix, we'll continue to work out. We'll continue to fine-tune our game because we see what we need to work on. And definitely, if we can come back up, which we'll try to do, and then play in different tournaments, I'm hoping that we have an opportunity to come to your stomping ground in Orlando so we can meet your son. I would definitely like to meet him.
Yeah, definitely.
And see if he can practice with us. So that would be pretty cool. How tall is your son? 6'6", right? 6'6"?
6'6.5".
6'6.5", too bad. At 16. Yep. Yeah. That's amazing.
These kids these
so
days,
man, I just wanted to give you I want to update and stuff like that. If nobody have no more questions, these guys gonna get ready to go to eat.
We got one question for you, Yatiga. They said, as a coach, what are some things you need to help you instruct those gifted young men?
Well, one of the biggest things we always need is support in the Virgin Islands in terms of funding, first and foremost. We definitely need funding. As you know, I have my nonprofit organization, and so does Coach Basic. I'm with Choices Basketball. Coach Basic with Positive Guidance, and we do try to get funding a lot to give these young men more opportunities. We do have to give a lot of praises to Sports Park and Recreation, who funded this entire trip. Obviously, I don't know if we can depend on them to fund all the trips we're going to be on. But if they can do it, Commissioner White, what's up? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely need that type of support from our businesses, from our community. Anybody who want to support us, please give me a shout. And that's the number one thing. The second thing we need badly in the Virgin Islands, we need a facility, man. We badly need it. I know it's not going to be anything quick, but we need to start putting something on paper and start planning out a facility like we spoke about earlier with a Shoot 360. If we're serious about developing our future talent, we have to start investing in them and not just speak about it, but start putting the infrastructure in place. So this is the two things that I think the community as a whole can do to keep supporting these young men, and not only these young men, but future young men and ladies. Because as you know, the VI basketball women's team has qualified for FIFA 2022 America. That is a great accomplishment in its own. A lot of people don't know about that, but our females are playing extremely great basketball and representing the Virgin Islands. And thanks, Andre. Dr. Bryson, I appreciate you, love you always. You've always been a huge supporter of me. You was one who pushed me to do this book. And Yeah, I'm gonna give these guys some suicide because I have written the pretty much the greatest book ever made for them to make it to the next level, and they haven't read 2 pages yet. So
Yeah.
suicide tomorrow.
Suicide tomorrow for them.
Yeah, for sure.
They need to read that book. They definitely need to
But
read
that
that.
will be the two most important things. But you know, we spoke about this on a lot of our podcasts. Those are the things we're lacking. And by this trip alone, we've been taking a lot of videos, putting it online so people can see the Virgin Islands, the type of facilities we played in. Look, even the high school we played in last week, Denmark High School, that will triple crown our university. That will triple crown the university in the Virgin Islands. That's how that's how awesome that high school was. And that's a high school. The facility was just A class. A class. They had a gym within a gym within a gym. You know what I'm saying? They had a real gym, the whole gym. Then they had 2 gyms, they had a side gym, and they had an auxiliary gym. It's crazy, man.
What more can you ask for, man? Jeez, that's crazy.
It's crazy. It was. I mean, literally, they had three games playing at the same time. I mean, it's crazy, but that's the level and the mindset we need to get to if we are truly um, mindful and care about developing our future Virgin Island athlete. And I think we can get there. We need a lot more trips like this where we are, where we can really expose, not really expose, but see some of the things that we can make better in the Virgin Islands. And the fact that our youths are doing well in competing, I think that's an added plus.
That's a
But either way, as long as these guys do their best and just keep improving, we as coaches are going to be happy. And like I said before, the final score does not indicate how well you are in terms of development. It's about those process in terms of how you get to the final score. Because as long as you learn how to get to that score, you're on your way in becoming a pro. You know, it's like the old saying with a fisherman. You know, you can give a guy a fish, or you can teach him how to fish. You can keep giving him the fish, and you can teach him how to fish. But if you teach him how to fish, he'll be able to do it on his own and feed not only himself but a whole nation. And that's the same concept as a coach. We only care about the final product, but it's how you get there. And that's one of the lasting legacy I'm hoping to leave with these guys. Big up, Naibo, man.
Yeah, big up, Naibo, bro. Big up, love. And Miss Bryson, Dr. Bryson asks, where are your games this weekend?
This weekend, I got to go to my assistant coach. Where is that? Yeah, it's in Atlanta same way, but we're going to different gyms. That's another thing. We travel a lot. We go to gyms to gyms to gyms to gyms, and every gym is nice. Every gym is nice. So
Yeah, I got you.
what I'm gonna do
Is the
after
games
we get
going to
out?
be? One last question here.
Okay.
Is will the games be televised or be on YouTube?
Well, we put our games stream live on YouTube, our Facebook live, but they should have live streaming. Okay, so it's going to be a positive guidance on our Facebook site. All right.
Oh, yeah, so okay.
The first game is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Okay, so we're going to play Ruins Community. Okay, that's in Lawrence. So that will be our first 7 o'clock. I'm going to send the schedule so you can put it up with on our page so a lot of people can go and see. And also we'll get sports bar recreation at this page as well. And the tournament is on Next Generation website. So you can always go there. ngshoops.com. ngshoops.com. Yeah. And we are STX 10, St. Croix 10.
Okay. ngshoops.com. STX 10.
Atlanta, yeah. Atlanta Hardwood Classics. That's the name of the tournament.
Okay. They're playing different
Yeah,
gyms.
yeah, they do. We do. Yeah. We play in many different gyms, but it's all circle around the same area, so it's not that crazy. It's like an hour and change. It's more 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes.
Okay, yeah,
you know, but We just want to play, man. We just want to play. We're just happy that we're playing, and the fact that our kids have not had an opportunity since COVID to really have any time. Because many people in the Virgin Islands who are watching this understands that basketball, even to today, is not even certified in terms of we're not allowed to be playing basketball. You have to get out of the Department of Health and Office of the Government to that we can create a bubble. I definitely know he doesn't want to be given a lot of props, but Coach Malloy, he's really the backbone behind a lot of these things, and we was able to create a bubble in order to play and practice at St. Croix, and thank God all of us we're COVID free. We came up COVID free. We're still good, and we're having a successful trip thus far. Knock on wood. Continues to have the same thing coming back. Yep.
This was awesome, man, Tegan.
Yeah, man. Anytime I'm trying. If we can do I don't know what time the game will end on Sunday. It depends how we play Friday and Saturday where we will be. But I would like to give an update Sunday night if possible. We leave Monday morning, so I will give you an update how everything is shaking out, so we can keep the viewers up how the guys are doing. All in all, it has been an extremely successful trip, and hopefully we can get even better this weekend.
Nice, man. Nice. Anything else you want to leave for the viewers, Tegan?
Not really. Thanks for everybody who tuned in at such a short notice. You guys really showed a lot of love on Facebook as well. A lot of people call me, so it looks like the news is in the newspaper and all over Facebook and stuff like that. But a lot of people like Mr. Keynes, Haywood, Bow. So a lot of people is reading and following the team, which is good because the guys it's really good when we can go to the guys and say, hey, people are actually watching you guys. I'm proud of what you guys are doing. And the fact that people can take the time out and call me and say, man, we really appreciate what you're doing. It shows love, and it shows that the Virgin Islands community is behind us. So we continue to show that support. We thank you guys for being behind us. Win or lose, we're going to represent the Virgin Islands with our heart, our pride and soul. And as long as these guys get the eyeballs and the look at something, continue to come out of these experiences. That's all we care about. And that's it. Sexy chocolate. I'm dropping the mic. I'm out of here. You know how I do, Boba.